So this man right here, Adam Silver, he's trying to, let's be real, the guy is trying to ruin the sport of basketball. Like, the worst commissioner ever. No question about it. For the viewers, of course. For the TV networks, for the players. In fairness, I don't think he's a bad commissioner for the players because he has just given the players whatever they've wanted. And the players are going to make more money than ever because of him. So a good commissioner in that regard. But he's done a horrible job of maintaining the NBA's product. And also, he is, in order to get money, with all the dwindling viewership, in order to continue to get money, he's gotten into bed with the gambling companies. He's basically playing NBA games all over the world. And there is a slippery slope when it comes to that, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, could a team, when they literally just decide, we're going to play the NBA finals in Dubai sometime because it's going to make us 100 times more money. Like, we're seeing football go down that way, and basketball is, like, especially in American sports, more money driven than any. But this is just disgusting in my opinion. So anyway, before we get on to that, we're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. Our goal was 10 videos every day between the 1st and the 25th of December. I'm actually going away. Like, I'm with my parents today. I'm going away tomorrow for a day. So it's probably going to be minus, I think I'm like 3 videos behind at the minute. I'd say I'll probably be 13 videos behind in the next 2 days. So if we could hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the day, that'd be insane. But yeah, the goal is still to get 10,000 subscribers by Christmas. And I will catch up those 13 videos in the next week. Like, that is, 11, 12 a day? Like, that's doable. But what he is planning on doing is, the NBA and FIBA are in serious talks about starting a new league that could compete with EuroLeague and top pro leagues in individual countries. Not NBA over EuroLeague. The NBA wants to just create a brand new league in Europe or in other countries, and they want to compete with it. The NBA wants to take control of basketball in the world. That is their plan. Like, you can see it there. Their goal is, and it's the reason why the WNBA happened. The NBA wants control over everything. They want full control over world basketball. That's the reality of the situation. And what basketball has the worst product? Even though they're the best players. If you want to argue the best players aren't in the NBA, you're dumb. Almost all the best players in the world are in the NBA. But FIBA rules on a FIBA court with the NBA players is a significantly better game to watch than what we're watching right now in the NBA. It just is. And like, this will ruin world basketball because we already have the Champions League. Obviously, EuroLeague is the top league, but we already have the split between the Basketball Champions League and the Euro Cup. Like, what's going to happen? Is there going to be another league? Champions League in the NBA before NBA Eastern Conference Finals. People seem to think this means NBA play international teams. That's not what it's going to be. No, it's not what it's going to be at all. I don't know why people are saying that. It's a new league. We will have both FIBA and NBA rules. It's not going to be as big as the NBA, but it'll help. It will be like the G League. It could work like G League just outside the NBA. Like, nothing wrong with the EuroLeague. Again, look, and EuroLeague's going that way anyway. Like, the EuroLeague already has problems being NBA-ified. Ratings are down, the refs are a problem, but he wants to find ways to copy soccer. That's not what he's doing. And people don't realize what Adam Silver is doing right now. He is trying to monopolize world basketball. That is the goal. That's always been the goal. Is that we're seeing in the Olympics, we're seeing it in everything. For the first time, now that basketball truly is a global, EuroLeague is getting much more respect. It's not just a place where NBA players go to retire. It's a place where plenty of players have said, no, I'm not going to the league. I'm playing in Europe, especially more in recent time. Shane Larkin could have easily gone back and been a good backup point guard in the NBA, but he chose to stay in Europe. Mike James could have gone back over plenty of times. Kendrick Nunn right now could be going back over. Like, Nikola Mirotic left a $20 million a year contract to stay in Europe or to go back to Europe. It is Adam Silver literally looking to monopolize world basketball. And for me, it's so dangerous what he's doing, because if you want to monopolize basketball, it's one thing. In America, it's been done. But to take away EuroLeague, and I get it, EuroLeague is a mostly closed shop system. It is mostly closed shop. We're seeing it with Paris basketball. If you are going to make this league, I can guarantee you, you're not going to be seeing whatever teams are in this league are not going to be playing in the ACB, because the NBA are going to monopolize those leagues. The league is there to compete with the ACB. The league is not meant to be ran alongside the ACB. And the scariest part is if you end up taking, let's just say Real Madrid, Barcelona, Panathinaikos, Olympiacos, and then maybe one or two, maybe Red Star, and you bring in like Efes. Paris maybe wants to go and do that. Team's owned by David Kahn, so they might. Like, imagine if they go and do that, and then suddenly the domestic leagues don't exist. That's awful for basketball. And I mean that. That's horrible for basketball. NBAifying world basketball is awful. Like, how literally all it's doing is it's creating the biggest problem that there is in American basketball. And it's guaranteeing that world basketball is going to have that problem. They're going to NBAify everything. There's going to be a draft. It's not going to be the same progression system. You're not going to see kids playing pro ball at 16. There's going to be weird rules around it. You just know it because they're going to Americanify every freaking league. They're going to do that. You're not going to be seeing Spain playing in the ACB or Real Madrid playing in the ACB. You're not going to be seeing players going from Barcelona B team to playing in them for the Barcelona A team, a couple of ACB games, and eventually playing EuroLeague games. You're not going to see that progression. You're not going to see if Monaco and Paris and Asvel weren't competing in Pro A, Victor Wembanyama probably doesn't get the same development in Pro A. And if Victor Wembanyama goes over and plays college ball in the States, maybe he doesn't get the right development. Maybe they go and bulk the guy up and he's not the same player. The development of players in Europe is better because there are significantly, and I mean this when I say this, there are 50 times more basketball players in the United States of America than there are in the rest of the world combined. But if you put the best 12 in the rest of the world versus the best 12 in America, the best 12 in the rest of the world would win. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Is that we're seeing it now with kids, is that like a lot of like the flaws of AAU, but yet you're coming into, and by the way, by creating a new league, by doing this thing outside of the international basketball system to compete against these, is going to destroy the systems, the things that are in place to develop players in Europe. It's going to destroy the entire basketball structure in the rest of the world, which I'm not going to lie, outside of a commercial standpoint, and in fairness, like with the money, you're going to get the best players in the world in America. But outside of a commercial standpoint, the actual basketball product is better. The players coming up are better basketball players. They might not be more flashy, more skilled basketball players. They are a lot of the time better basketball players. And the fact is that if the NBA monopolize this, we're going to see the sport become completely Americified. And you know what? That's not a good thing anyway. Even if you do believe that the American system is better, the fact that there are two very different systems of developing players, of nurturing players, is a good thing for the sport of basketball. It is. Because if you try to bring the American system into Europe, you have what happens in Ireland, where you've got a lot of players, but coach based on an American philosophy, when we've got a bunch of 5'10" white dudes that aren't particularly athletic, and suddenly there is a severe lack of talent and lack of ability in the Irish national team, which based on the amount of people playing the sport in Ireland, we should be good at the sport, but we're ranked 80th in the world. You get Ireland. If you want to bring an American system into a European country, you get Ireland. Genuinely, one of the worst countries of developing talent in Europe, in the world, is Ireland. England, as bad. England and the UK, literally as bad. But yeah, this is going to be scary. If Adam Silver is able to do this, trust me, he is trying to monopolize world basketball, and the only thing it's going to do is destroy the sport.